how's it going, everyone? It's Kyle from vulcanarmoryprops, and it is now the next week for Titanfall 2 Pulse Blade Pilot Build Log. So I got a lot done this week, really focused just wrapping up the back kit, and go ahead and show you guys what I've done. So let me go ahead and break everything down for you. So these are basically all the parts to assemble one plate, and then there's these two things over here. I replicated everything in by 3D modeling everything in Autodesk Inventor Professional. Love that program. Some modifications are I had to drill some holes I forgot to add in for wires and such. It can be removable because on the underside of this I will be putting a filter or a diffuser blue, and then I'm gonna 3D print new ones that's gonna be red, so I can just pop off and switch between colors. Cool thing that I got to do recently were I wanted to use as little material as possible, and to help with assembly, I actually printed this in two parts. There's this top half which has all of the detail here, and this bottom half which was essentially just a ring. And so you see there's 3 holes. The middle one is basically how I'm going to end up attaching it to these arms. The other small holes are where some LEDs are going to poke out through, so these are going to light up as well. And so I made some custom arms to attach them. They were in 2 pieces, but they're a 90-degree arm. And then these 2 cylinders here, you can see they go all the way through. An LED goes straight through. It's a 3mm LED. So the base of the LED sits right on top here, the lead stick all the way through. They're nice and snug. This is what a fully assembled one is going to look like. Of course, this isn't all glued because I'm still doing body work. This is essentially what it's going to look like. And this is basically what it's going to look like. The other thing is I tried 3D printing, or 3D modeling, and 3D printing the buckles for the forearms. Basically going to clean this as best as I can, and then I'm just actually going to mold and cast them so I can just crank out 8 in one go. So those are all done, essentially. They're all built, but I won't be painting them until the end of April, until the beginning of May. I have the forearm wraps now done, and it was really my first time sewing. I also did some things for the forearms as well. There's a little extension on them that I didn't want to do out of foam. Guide my hand at sewing. Each piece I've made the first time didn't work, but everything turned out better than I expected, especially since it's my first time doing all of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a rundown of what all those are. So here we have one of the forearms, and this is the part that I sewed. But this is really what the piece looked like. This is all that it was, and then I'm just gonna attach it to the inside there. And it came out nice. I like it. The fact that it's fabric kind of helps separates the different textures and materials. So the next things are the wraps here. It was really interesting trying to get the right template. I made all the template or patterns myself for these. These are just Velcroed. I sewed on some Velcro as well. I kind of like the frayed edge a little bit. I'm gonna have to kind of battle damage these somehow. I'm gonna want to make these weathered. And then there were the upper arm pieces. This is the outside here. This goes up to my shoulder. And then there was this detail band on the bottom. It basically just looked like it was a piece of nylon. So I just went ahead and added or sewed on a piece of nylon. This is pretty much how it's gonna sit. But if you go to my Instagram, I'll leave that in the description below. I posted a picture wearing one of my textured black shirts. It's like a backup shirt for my Titanfall suits, and this green on top of that, and it being long sleeve, kind of helps bring out the visuals in your head of, oh wow, no, it's turning out. This is turning out really awesome. So, but that is pretty much it for this week. I think it was a lot of smaller stuff, but it was really just getting everything to fit properly, everything to just get. Then keep emphasizing, I gotta do legs, I gotta make the legs, I need the legs, I got to build the legs, and those are next. Those 2 focuses are really doing the legs, like all those leg wraps, and then the jump kit. I think a lot of things came together this week. I'm making good progress. I'm trying to get hopefully everything done or like built by the end of April. Hopefully by June for AwesomeCon, the suit will be ready for its initial debut. Go ahead and also watch yesterday's vlog. My friend Richard and I, we went on an adventure to get some awesome pictures, and that was just a really, really fun day. So go ahead and check those out. All the other links are going to be in the description below for the Facebook page, my Twitter, and my Instagram, so you can follow along with my posts. And thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys really soon.
All eyes on me in the club. See them all looking at me, fiending to touch. Top dollar lady, baby T is what's up.